Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Go ahead and do me a favor and double tap on that screen for me real quick. Let me see if that's what I needed. Double tap on that screen for me. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all doing this morning? Double tap on the screen as you come in to the room, man. Y'all already know what it is. It's WWA. It's what? It's three of them. Walk, word, and worship. Walk, word, and worship. That's what IW stand for. Walk, word, and worship. We tap in every single morning right here. Street Poet and the Chosen Family with morning walk, word, and worship. This is where you get your 3 wins a day. That's a mental win, a physical win, a spiritual win, right here with your girl, Street Poet and the Chosen Family. Good morning, grand rising, rich rising, happy new day to each and every one of you. She said, girl, I saw this and I tapped in. Let's go. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How you doing, man? Listen, I just want to say to you guys, man, your girl is back. I missed y'all on yesterday. Y'all know I was traveling yesterday I had to get back from Detroit, Michigan. Went out there to speak at the pre-Mother's Day brunch in Detroit. Awesome event. Beautiful event. Those of you that were able to see some of the pictures, y'all seen that it was set up beautifully. I'm talking about amazingly. Did that on yesterday, and guess what? And I'm back. Your girl really don't be missing a beat. Your girl really don't miss a beat. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get out here and I'm going to work every single time. What's going on, Crystal Love? Thank you so much, Benny Simpson, for getting us started. Crystal, make the post for me real quick and I'll go ahead and pin it. Good morning to everybody. Who was that over there on Instagram? Appreciate you so much, Nicole Eason, and also She Be Loved. I appreciate you guys so much. Got 2 badges already over there on IG. Got the 200 stars already over here on Facebook. Good morning to your grand rising, man. We need 8 more badges on IG to reach our 10 badge goal. We ready. We ready to go over here. What's going on, Miss Brooks? Thank you so much. Good morning, grand rising. Hey, Michelle, how are you, sweetheart? Good morning to y'all, Miss Melalicious. I appreciate you over there. Nina, good morning to you, Nina. How you doing, sweetheart? Mwah. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Good morning, grand rising, rich rising. Happy new day to a lot of you guys, man. Hoping and praying that you guys are in y'all best mood, because as you can tell, I am in my best mood. And this is what day? It is Tuesday, so it is water day. That's right, it's Tuesday, so it's water day. So I'm hoping and praying that you guys already got y'all water. I got 50 fluid ounces right here, and the goal is to, we got to take it down today, man. We're going to, cleaning out that body, staying on our water all day today from 6 a.m. today to 6 a.m. on tomorrow morning. So if you have not got your water, make sure you go grab your water, because today, every Tuesday and Thursday is water day. That means we only take in water. Nothing but water, baby. Nothing but water. It's tight, but it's right over here, baby. If you don't do nothing else, you're going to learn. You're going to learn that word over here. You're going to get in there, have that steady prayer life over here, right? And you're going to have a healthy fasting life over here. Those things are things that we, you know what I'm saying, make sure that we do. Those are like our core values. If I ever develop core values, those would definitely be our bottom 3. If we had core values, purple flowers, that would be our core values, like real stuff. That would be our core values. Those are the things that we learn over here, right? We get into that every day. Krista, thank you so much for that cash app. I appreciate you on this morning. Good morning, grand rising, rich rising. One of the things that we were talking about last week, the thing that we were talking about last week, right? We were talking about what? Operating with that Christ conscious, right? What is Christ conscious of? It is the love, the spirit of love. Operating with the spirit of love. Who is who? It's God. Operating with that mindset of Christ. Operating with that mindset of Christ. And we learned last week that operating with that mindset of Christ was to operate in love. Even when we might want to show out, might want to do the most, we realized last week that that's not the thing for us to do. One of the things that we learned last week was what? Is that Christ conscious did not end with Jesus. Come on, LaShonda, what we say? Yeah, come on. So we have to eliminate that, right? We have to eliminate that. Yes, friends say, do you have Apple Pay? I'll send it to you after the live, sweetheart. Just hang out with me at the end. I'll get you right. Yo, I love y'all. Y'all be wanting to be a blessing so bad, and I love that for y'all. I really do. I love the fact that you guys value what it is that I do. That's the thing that always blows my mind. I love the fact that you guys value the information. That makes my heart. I had to stop because that warms my heart. Thank you so much, Kira. Yeah, like just to know that people appreciate you and what it is that you do, and they show that love. That's different. Thank you. I want to say this to you though, but all throughout the study, we learned that Christ conscious did not end with Jesus. And a lot of us, that blew our minds, right? Because we're like, wait a minute, hold on, what you talking about? Are you sure that? Yes, it's in the book. But we won't know it if we never go to the book, right? Christ conscious is something that lives on till this very day. Christ conscious is something that is still being utilized, that we're still dealing with right now today. The only difference is it's not with other people, it's with us, it's within us. Right? Christ conscious did not end because Jesus went to the cross. And I put that in your notes real quick. Christ conscious did not end because Jesus went to the cross. Thank you so much, Lynn. I appreciate you. It didn't end there. Now the spirit that was in him is supposed to be the same spirit that is now dwelling on the inside of us. We are supposed to behave with those same mannerisms. We are supposed to show up that very same way. A lot of us, we make it seem as though, oh yeah, well, because Christ went to the cross that we no longer have. No. That's not how that's supposed to work. We are supposed to continue with that work. We're supposed to continue with that journey. We're supposed to be that perfect reflection of who Christ was. That's what we're supposed to be in this earth right now today. We're supposed to be a walking, talking, living, breathing reflection of the Most High. Understand me? And that's going to mean that we have to control our tongues, right? We're in a season right now where you have to control your tongue. You have to watch what you say. And I know that that's going to be hard for some folk because we like, man, listen, I'm just too real. I'm going to say what I want to say, how I want to say it, and ain't nobody going to stop me from saying it. And as long as you operate with that type of thinking, nobody else, listen to me. And as long as you operate with that type of thinking, then can't nobody tell you nothing. You will always be in that stuck, stagnant state. As long as you operate with that mindset that this is how I've always been, then that's how you're going to always be. So hear me when I say this to you, because Coach talking to your heart right now. If you're walking around and you have that mindset that, oh, this is who I am, this is how I'm going to be, and what, you're going to always be that person. You're going to always be that person. And guess what? You ain't got to worry about nobody stopping you, miss. Ain't nobody gonna stop me. Ain't nobody gonna. No. You ain't gotta worry about nobody stopping you when you're behaving that way. You don't have to worry about nobody being a stumbling block for you when you're behaving that way. You don't have to worry about nobody robbing you of your plan, bamboozling or hoodwinking. You ain't gotta worry about that, because guess what? You are your biggest enemy. When you're operating with that mindset, that's right. That's red ink right there. That's worth the ink right there. What you say, Coach? You are your worst enemy. When you behave with that type of mindset, you are, in fact, your worst enemy. You're doing more damage to yourself than anybody, understand me, could ever do to you. When you make up your mind that who you are is who you're always going to be, then baby, you ain't got to worry about nobody. You ain't even got to worry about the enemy. Understand me? You ain't got to worry about the adversary, because what? You are your own adversary. That's it right there. The moment that you made up your mind that you're always going to be that person, always behave like that person, always speak like that person, always think like that person, you became your own worst enemy. You have to be a person that is always teachable, a person that is always in a position where they know, I'm willing to learn more. I'm ready to listen to different perspectives. I'm ready to see things from a million different ways. Why? Because this world is always growing and evolving. Things are always changing. And just because back in the day, because y'all know I got to make stuff make sense to folk. Back in the day, yeah, they was washing clothes, and when they was washing clothes, they was doing what? They had a washing board. If you of age, you remember the washing board. They had a washing board. Pay attention to what I'm saying to you, because I want you to understand how important this Christ conscious is and how it will transform your mind, transform your thoughts, and take you to new levels in life. I know y'all thought we was through last week, but we not. He gave me some more stuff, so I got to finish what I got. I can't move on till they tell me to move on. So that means y'all stuck out here with me too, because we all in this thing together, right? That's what we said. We was all one band, one sound. We the chosen family. So as long as I got to teach it, y'all got to be here for it. It's more stuff, right? So back then, they had what? They had a washing board. Use your imagination. They had the washing board, and they would get the clothes, and they would put the clothes most of the time. My grandmama and them anyway would put them in the tub, and when you put them over in the tub, right? They put them in the tub, and they had that washing board, and they would have to pick up one item at a time, and they would have to drag it up and down that washing board in order for them to get the clothes clean. And after they got the clothes clean, if you 40 and over, you about to really get this right here. Go ahead and sit up on the edge of your bed. What you and your cousins had to do, you had one person was on one end, another person was on the other end, and we had to twist the towel in the opposite direction to do what? To get all the water out. Not only did we twist the towels, we sometimes twist the jeans. Anything that was thick or was big, we had to twist it to get it out. And then we would take everything after we got finished washing it with the washing board, right? That's right, wring it out, baby. After we got finished washing it with the washing board, right, and wringing everything out, then we would have a basket. And because the clothes were wet clothes, you have to do what? You got two people with the basket majority of the time, because we always had a lot of cousins, one on one end, the other one on the other end. Y'all take those baskets out there, and you get the clips, and you have to hang the clothes out there on the clothesline so that they will be able to dry. This is the way that we did things back then, right? That's how we done them. What I'm showing you is how things are always growing, always evolving, and how you have to grow and you have to evolve with these things, with these times. You cannot afford to be stuck in your thinking. You cannot afford to stay in that same exact place forever. You have to be willing to grow. You have to be willing to evolve. Did you not understand? Did you not see the process of how these things work? This was the process. You had to hand do everything. You had to go out there and physically hang them up. You had to wring them out. You had to wash them with all of your might. But now, what do they have? They have wash machines and dryers. Now, all you have to do is get out of your bed, right? Separate your clothes, the lights from the darks, and just drop them inside the machine. The machine do all the work. And while that's doing that, you have the opportunity to go and do something else. And when that buzzer go off, right? Because it gives you an alarm to tell you, okay, these clothes have finished. You go upstairs now. You put that load into the dryer. A dryer now, you don't have to wring them out. You don't have to carry the basket. You don't have to put them on the clothesline. You simply throw them over into the dryer, and the dryer does all the work for you. And while that dryer is going, you got another load that you're now is washing. None of this is taking any time or anything from you. And now you got the washer and the dryer going, and you got all this extra time over here that you're going to do something else. What am I telling you? I'm using that illustration to let you know how times change, how people continue to grow and evolve. And through that, you find more efficient ways of doing things, more productive ways of actually doing things. And understand me, and this is what we have to do mentally. You have to grow with the time. You got to grow with the time. So my old heads, while y'all on here, right? Come on now, 40 and up, while we on here, it's like, wait a minute. That's a fact. It's a dangerous thing to want to be old and stuck in your ways. It's a dangerous thing to say, I've always done this way. I always spoke like this. I always been like this. So this how I'm always going to be. No, get out of your own way. You're holding up your own progress. You're stunning your own growth. You're holding yourself in a position that you ain't even got to be in. Be willing to learn new ways to do all things. Understand me. Be willing to learn new ways to do all things. One of the things I tell my people all the time is you have to be willing to unlearn what you thought that you knew. I know you thought you had it all together. I know you thought you had it mapped out. I know you thought you was this and you thought you was that. But understand, this is a whole nother life that we're living in right now. This ain't the life. This ain't the world that we was living in all of those years ago. The information is different now. Understand me. We got Google. We got all these different ways where we can research and we can actually go and get what? We can can actually go and get what? Get your red ink pen out. We can actually go and get what now? The truth. Oh, my, come on. Oh, my. Where y'all at? The truth. You can actually now go and get the truth. You don't even have to wait on nobody to stand up there and tell you. You ain't gotta wait on nobody to come over there and pass no message, all of that. All you gotta do is go over there and do the research. All you gotta do is open up the book. All you gotta do is get locked in. That's it. That's all. That's all that you gotta do. Understand me? Now you can go and get the truth. Now you have the ability to be able to vet the information all the way down to the sources. Not only do you have the Bible, but you also have the missing books as well. Then you got Google, where you can go back and you can research it even further. Understand me? To get where this actually came from and what was going on in that moment. Understand me? This right here, this puts us at an advantage. How is it that we have the advantage now and we still won't do the work? We have the advantage now and we still won't do the work. Understand me? Somebody in my chat just say, how do we have the advantage? Ask me how you got the advantage. Just put how. Just put how. Now we have the advantage and we won't even take advantage of the advantage that we actually got. Yeah, I like it when y'all talk back to me. Look at y'all talking back to me. How? Did y'all follow my illustration? The washing machine and the dryer. Understand me? I exposed to you how we have more time now than what we did then. The process of washing clothes and drying them and hanging them out, that was an hour worth, you know what I'm saying, hours with an S worth of stuff that you would be doing, and you could not walk away from it because the clothes would be just sitting in the water, and that's going to create that funky smell of wet clothes all through your house. You will have to do all of that without taking a break. You will have to wring it all out, take it all out. You could not stop that process. Now you have a washer and a dryer, right, making it more convenient for you to do what? Put it in there and you can walk away from it and wait on the buzzer. You can go and do this and wait on the buzzer. But how you use your time is what matters. How you use your time is what matters. A lot of times we're not using our time effectively. We're not using our time the way that we really should be using our time. Come on, Purple Flowers. Can we be real? Coach just want to be real with you real quick. This is the reason why I'm on you guys about y'all planners. You are to update your planner. Updating your planner have been a part of your homework assignment. If you in my Patreon, it's been a part of your homework assignment every single month. There should be nobody that's under the sound of my voice that do not have a planner that they update every single Sunday. Every single Sunday, you update your planner. You give Monday's work, Tuesday's work, Wednesday's work, and you do not deviate from that. Understand me? Why? Because the moment that you're utilizing your planner and you're mapping out your day, you're removing that feeling of being overworked, overwhelmed. Understand me? Overwhelmed, feeling like I got so much to do. You're taking away that panic. You're taking away that stress and that anxiety, because I only do what is assigned to that day. So once you get used to working your planner, respecting your planner, honoring your planner, then guess what? Then you start to find out what is valuable to your life and what's not. You get to see what it is that you're doing that's actually wasting time. You get to see what don't contribute to your growth and your development. The more that you operate with your planner, the more that you're seeing that, wait a minute, I ain't even have to do that. Like, I really wish I wouldn't have went over there. I just sat over there for 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours, and I really could have been doing. Your planner makes you focus on your day. You're looking at the hours that's on there, and you're making sure that you're placing things in a certain type of way to make sure that you get good rest. Your planner is to help you remove the feeling of stress and anxiety, the feelings of being overwhelmed, and it also makes sure you get the rest that you need. But yeah, make sure you get the rest, because you are in control over your day. So you control when you have your cut off. Yeah, you're in control of your day. So you control when you have your cut off. Understand me? So right, it gives you, you know, by 8 o'clock every night, I'm going to be finished. 8 o'clock, I'm getting in my bath. I'm getting in my shower. At 8 o'clock, that's going to be my cut off. So by 8, from 8 until 8:30, while I'm already relaxing in my bed, kids already laying down, you in your room, you ain't got to be asleep, but you definitely got to be in your bed. I'm in my bed by 8 o'clock, and this is my 30 minutes of my whole entire house is quiet. Everybody got a book in their hand. We got 30 minutes where we're reading. That's 30 minutes is long enough for you to do your 2 chapters. 30 minutes right there, you're getting your 2 chapters in. 15 on your 2 chapters, and the remaining 15 minutes, boom, you taking your notes, highlighting what you took out of that. Just like that. And you know why you're doing it at 8, from 8 to 8:30? Because when you go to sleep, the last thing that was on your mind was that word. Thank you, I appreciate you. When you go to sleep, the last thing that was on your mind is that word. You ain't doing nothing but meditating on that word unconsciously. That word is taking root inside of your heart. That's the last thing that you done when you got in the bed. You right there in that word, right? And you talking about a peaceful sleep. When your mind is focused on that word, you talking about waking up and feeling well rested. You got in bed on time and got your word in, got your highlights, your notes over there together, then slept so good, then got up. And because you went to bed at that time, your time of arising, right? Now when you wake up, you don't have to wake up with that sluggishness. Now when you wake up in enough time to make sure everybody is up. Understand me? Everybody out the door. You now over in devotion. You in your best mood, your best spirit. This is what operating with your planner is going to do for you, right? This is why that planner is right there. That's why that's a part of your homework assignment. So I say that to say, understand me, operating with Christ conscious means that you have to operate in a space where you're taking in that information, right? And allowing that information to take root, not just taking in that information just to say, oh, I read it. You can't operate with a conscious that you don't know anything about. Thank you, Thomas D. Evans. Appreciate the Cash App. How are you going to operate with Christ conscious if you don't know anything about Christ? How can you grow in Christ if you don't know anything about Christ? Understand me, when you're just reading just to be reading, I'm just reading because I got to get my 2 chapters in, then guess what that's like? When you're reading just to be reading, that's just like you're taking seeds and throwing it all over the ground, right? When you're reading just to be reading, it's like you're taking seeds and you're throwing it all over the ground. You don't know where they're going to go. Some going to hit the concrete, some going to hit the rocks, some going to hit the other grass. Some of them are not going to go into the soil the way that they need to go into the soil, because you're not reading to take in the information. You're not reading to really plant that information in your heart. You're reading that information, glazing through it, going right over it just to say, oh, I read it, but can't tell nobody nothing about it. Operating with Christ conscious is understanding that you have to know this information. We have the ability right now to go and get the truth. The old way of washing is not what we do in 2025. We have the advantage now, right? Because we have the advantage because we have faster ways to do all things, which then frees up a lot of our time. But we don't utilize our time the way that we need to utilize our time. We be over there doing everything other than what we need to be doing. But if we utilize our planners and schedule out our days the way that we should, then we will create time and space for the things that are important in our life. If we're utilizing these tools, the tools that we're given on a regular basis. Thank you, Sheila Pickett. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Understand me. If you're utilizing, don't show up to my lives just to show up to the live, babes. Show up to the lives. Bring your pens. Bring your notepads. Take the notes. Challenge me. Take those notes and apply those notes to your life every single time. I guarantee you that those notes, these conversations that we have every single morning, these conversations will change your life. Taking these notes, applying these notes to your life, it will change your perception of life. It'll change the way you look at relationships. It'll change the way that you look at friendships. It'll change the way that you look even at yourself. If you are really into this is going to change you. This information is informative and transformative. Understand, it informs you, but it also transforms you. It will do it. But you have to be serious. You have to be committed. You have to be applying this information. I promise you. How do I know? Because I'm a walking, talking, living, breathing example of what it is that I teach. Those of you that know me have been knowing me since before I became a motivational speaker. When my platform was just growing on Facebook, y'all know me from throwing parties. From throwing parties in the city, the biggest parties in the city. Y'all know me from rapping, being on stage, traveling the world as a rap artist. Some of y'all know me from being a poet, traveling the world, being a spoken word artist. I was not out here doing what it is that I'm doing right now. When I got a hold to that word did the same thing to me that it did to Paul. Saul of Tarsus, had his encounter, an encounter with God that was undeniable. An encounter with him that caused him to be blind for 3 days. Then had to go into, understand me, a city to find Ananias, right? And Ananias had to re-give him his sight back. In that moment, because that encounter was undeniable, it made it hard for Saul to remain Saul. He became Paul, the apostle. That word, once you've experienced that word, once you've had that encounter, it's undeniable. You shouldn't even feel comfortable sitting in your old life. Can we be real about it? Baby, you shouldn't even feel comfortable sitting in your old life. You shouldn't even feel comfortable doing your old things. You shouldn't even feel comfortable having your old conversations. You should feel very uncomfortable when you walk into spaces and places that represent the person that you were years ago. That shouldn't be the topic of your conversation. That should not be who you shouldn't even want that for yourself. As soon as somebody start talking that type of talk, bringing up that type of stuff to you, you get instantly turned off. I know I do. I'm embarrassed by who I used to be. Understand me? I am disgusted by who I used to be. Understand me? The way that I used to carry on, the things that I used to do, all of these things. Yes, that's an embarrassment. And if you don't feel that way, then you ain't doing something right. And when I say embarrassed, I'm talking about embarrassed in a good way. Like I never want to be that type of way ever again. When I say disgusted, I mean disgusted in a good way. Like I'll never want to do that or to talk like that or to act like that ever again. Understand me? This is what I'm saying. This is the type of transformation that this word brings. People be acting like you think you bougie, like you don't even think that you bougie. You're not bougie, you're not cocky, you're not self-centered, none of that. You just had an encounter with the Most High that you cannot deny. Understand me? I know that I'm no longer like you. Understand me? Y'all know I love to say it. I tell y'all this every single video. What he said, there's a distinction between my people. There's a difference in between my people and yours. Understand me? My people are not going to be like your people. You're going to be able to tell the difference. I take pride in being one of those people that God spoke about when he said my people are going to be a peculiar people, a people of a royal priesthood, a chosen people. Understand me? I take pride pride in that. So now when I show up, I want to show up looking like I am of a royal priesthood. When I show up, I want to show up looking like I'm of a chosen people. When I show up, I want to show up and I want to be a perfect reflection of my daddy, not my blood daddy, but my daddy. Understand me? I want to be a reflection of what Christ is and what Christ is in this earth. I want to show up in love. I want to treat people with love. I want to treat folk with respect. Understand me? But not only that, I want to love you like Christ loved you, but I want to leave you just like Christ left you as well. Oh, come on, because I'm going to learn you something. Hello, Christ didn't force himself on nobody. So why do we sometimes find ourselves trying to force ourselves on folk? Understand me, there's always two sides to this thing. Remember one thing I told you, chosen family. I said you can't have more of one thing without having more of the other. Understand me, you have good and you have evil. You have hot, you have cold, you have right, you have wrong. You can't have more of one thing without having more of the other. I just want y'all to double tap on my screen. Come on, lady, I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Diamond. Can I get 5 badges on that IG? Yeah, some of y'all right now say, Coach, you know what? I love. Your problem is that not that you don't know how to love. Your problem is that you don't know how to stop. So I'm going to tell you something this way. Yeah. Okay. Tread lightly. Drink your water. You're being messy. Okay, I'm drinking. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna drink the water. I'm gonna drink the water while y'all double tap on my screen, and I'm coming right back. That's right, LaShonda. We as a people, we have to learn how to stop. See, it's one thing to love. If we want to operate with Christ's full conscience, it's good to know how to love, but it's also good to know when to stop. And by stopping, I'm saying, you have to know how to separate yourself from anything and everything that's not in alignment with God's will for your life. What do you mean, God? What do you mean, Coach? I want you to understand that you can love people, but you cannot love people to the point where you start to deplete yourself. You cannot love people and show up for people and be there for people to the point where it starts to rob you of who you are, when it starts to dilute your growth and your development, when you find yourself sugarcoating who you are because you being your bold, authentic self, it offends them, it upsets them, it intimidates them. Understand me, you can no longer go into places where you are not celebrated but only tolerated. That's not what Christ did. Understand me, when they told him that those folks did not want him there, he made it his business to do what? He turned and went another way. And that's what we have to learn even right now today. We have to learn that there's going to be some folks in our life where we're going to have to turn and go the other way. That's worth a note right there. That's worth some ink. Throw some ink on that right there. Understand me, you're going to walk into, run into, ride into some relationships and some friendships and some family ships even, and even with some jobs that, yeah, you thought it was going to be good. You thought you were going to be there for a long time. You thought that it was going to be this, and this, but you're going to find out once you get over there. Hello, somebody here, this was only good for a season. I thought I was going to retire from this job, but I now see that this is just setting me up for what it is that I'm going to do next. I thought that this was going to be my husband. I thought this was going to be my wife, but now I realize that this was just a seasonal thing. This was just a lesson thing, something that I had to learn from and grow from and continue to move forward in my life. You have to understand that, yes, Christ loved people, but he also left folk. He loved them, but he also left them. Nowhere in the word does it ever say that he forced himself on anybody. Nowhere in that word does it ever say that he forced himself on anybody. What are you telling me, Coach? Hear me when I say this to you. If people cannot respect who you are, if they don't see your worth, if they don't see your value, then those folks do not deserve you. And it's time for you to go. If people cannot accept who you are, what you are, and what it is that you bring to the table, if they don't see your worth, if they don't see your value, then you got to go. If you're dealing with anybody in your life life. Understand me, hear me with your whole entire heart. If them folk don't see you, if they don't hear you, if they don't value you, then it's time for you to go. You have to stop staying in these situations with people that don't value who you are. Understand me? And you ain't got to go all outside your way. Because when I say this right here, don't jump up too high now. But hear me when I say it. Understand me and stop explaining yourself to folk too. Stop sitting over there and explaining who you are to folk. Breaking who you are down all the way to folk to try to sell yourself to that individual. That's what you're doing every single time that you have to sit over there and you have to break down who you are, what you do, and what you bring to a table. You are selling yourself. Okay. Baby, you selling yourself. This ain't a market. You selling yourself every single time. They have to see it on their own. If you are over there telling them all the good things about you, no, they should see your good things before you get over there. If you over there telling them all your things that you're capable of doing, they should see that before you get over there. Understand me? If you got to sit over there and you got to break down every single thing about you in order for that individual to pick you, you are selling yourself. If you don't see my goodness, if you don't see my worth, if you don't see my value, if you don't see me and see everything that I am without my words, ain't no need in me and you thinking that we about to be anything. Understand me? I don't want to be with nothing or nobody that I gotta break me down to. I'm not about to do that, baby. You gotta find you somebody else to play with, because it won't be over here. I don't let folk play with me, and I don't play with folk. Understand me? You're unplaywittable. Hello, somebody. You have to go get somebody else to do it when it come down to that type of carrying on. That ain't how I carry on. Understand me? When you see me, you see glow. When you see me, you see love. When you see me, you see respect. Understand me? Because that's how I'm going to carry myself in every single environment. That's how I'm going to show up. I'm cool if you want to share space, but I'm also cool if you don't. I'm cool if we kick it, but I'm also cool if we don't. I'm cool if we talk, and I'm also cool if we don't. But if you think for 1 second that I'm going to be running after you, if you think for 1 second I'm about to be tearing your phone up, if you think for 1 second that I'm about to chase you down or try to figure out what you... No, baby. It's not that I don't love you. Yes, sir. Ain't that I can love you and leave you. But this about me. This right here, this about me. I ain't about to do it. You have to go get you somebody. If you want somebody that's about to chase after you, you have to go get somebody else. I've never been a runner or a track star. Unless I will leave. I am a leaver. I am a leaver. That's that. I am a leaver. Yeah, that's worth some ink right there, baby. Yeah, if you ain't never been one, try it. Baby, I am a leaver. Understand me? Leave and add the drag that on that. Take that ER on that. Yeah, I'm a leaver. Baby, I will get out your face and up out your way, and I will do it expeditiously. Do you hear me? I will get out your face, and I will when I say have mastered, there you go, door, have mastered the art of detachment. My detachment is top tier. Understand me? Hear me? I will get out your face and out your way so doggone fast. Baby, I'm talking about mid-conversation. Let that vibration be off. Hear me? Let that vibration be off. Let that energy be off. Let you be over there gossiping or downing or belittling or slandering somebody or whatnot. I don't want to get into all of that with you. Understand me? I don't want to get into all of that with you. Life already hard. It's already challenging for a lot of us. Understand me? I'm not even a leaver, baby. I will get up out of there expeditiously. This is what you have to do when you see that the environment you in is not in support of the person that you are or the person that you are becoming. Understand me? And when it came down to Christ in the earth, one thing that he did not do was force himself on anybody. He did not come over there and pressure folk to choose him. He did not come over there and beg people to receive him. He did not do any of those things. Matter of fact, in his word, he says, some is going to accept, some is going to reject. And with those that reject, you do what? You dust it up off of your feet. He let you know exactly how to handle these situations. Christ did not lose value or virtue because folk decided that they did not want to use him as their Christ, as as their Savior, as their Redeemer. What did you say, Coach, real quick? Let me rewind that because that's worth some ink as well. Christ did not lose virtue or value because some folk decided that they did not want to believe. Hey. Oh, okay. Okay. Yes, sir. Wait. Y'all got it twisted. He didn't lose what? Virtue or value. Thank you, Kira. Appreciate you, sweetheart. Hey, what'd you say? Christ didn't lose virtue or value because folk decided that they didn't want him, that they wasn't going to worship, that they were, Christ didn't lose value or virtue because other folk made their decision as to what they were going to do in their life. He says, some going to accept, some going to reject. And they going, what you going to do? He said, dust it off of my feet. When them folks say, we don't want him to come here, he went a what? He went a whole nother way. When he went to his hometown and had the experience in his hometown, they saw him as carpenter. So he only performed a couple of miracles there. Why? Because of the way that they believed. They only saw him as a carpenter. It never said that he sat down with them and said to them, do y'all not know that I am this person and I am that person, that you guys should really stop seeing me as just a carpenter and really see me as the Messiah? It never said that he sat down and had a conversation with nobody in his hometown to try to break down who he was and what it was that he was capable of. He did what? He dusted it up off of his feet. And that's what you have to do in your own life. You have to dust it off of your feet. Everybody's not going to have good taste in people. There's going to be some folk, understand me, no matter how much you grow, you evolve, no matter what is it that you're able to do and what it is that you offer, they will still never see you as that person just because it's you. And Jesus showed us that right there in the book. I am whole Jesus out here. Understand me. I'm out here healing the sick, recovering people from leprosy, telling the paralyzed man, the lame man to get up and walk. I'm out here doing all these miracles right here in front of these folks. I'm out here and I got fish over here. That fish that normally don't want to be caught, they trying to be caught. They trying to get up in the boat. Got the boat about to sink inside the ocean. I got all this going on and these folks still don't believe. So if they behave that way with me, what you think that they're going to do with you? If they behave that way with me, what do you think that they're going to do with you? Not one time did he sit there and beg anybody to do anything. The only thing he done was told the truth. That's it. All he did was told the truth. He gave them the word. He gave them the word. And after he gave the word, he would do what? He showed them signs. He showed them wonders. He gave them confirmation. He let them see that what he was saying, this is what it is. And he still left it up to them to make a decision as to what it was that they were going to do in their life. And that's what we have to do. Understand me. You say what it is. You be real. You be honest. You be transparent. You be clear about where you stand, and you allow other folk to make a decision as to whether or not they want to participate or not. You show up as your true, authentic self, open, honest, transparent, very clear on who you are and what you are, and you allow other folk to make a decision within themselves as to whether or not they want to participate in your life or not. But the kicker is this right here. This is the kicker. You don't lose value or virtue because they decide not to. Oh, mercy. Yeah. Gotta tell quiet, hold on. What? Yeah, baby, yeah, you don't wait a minute. Yeah, what you thought? If Christ dwells inside of you and he has value and virtue, then you have value and virtue. Understand me? So just like Christ didn't lose value or virtue because these folks decided that they did not want to believe, guess what? You don't lose. You don't lose value or virtue because these folks decided that they don't want to share space with you. Understand me? It is what it is. And you continue to live your very best life. You continue to move forward in life without missing a beat. Understand me? Because when you know who you are and where you stand, you don't run after folk when you know who you are and where you stand. You don't beg folk to be a part of your life. Why? Because you realize, baby, I'm a whole vibe out here. Understand me? I'm a whole vibe out here. I'm a whole blessing out here to be in be over here, to be in alignment with me, to be friends with me, to be associates with me, to kick it with me. I already know I'm a whole vibe. I'm gonna be ready to pray with you. I'm gonna be ready to fast with you. I'm gonna be ready to study with you. I'm gonna be right there. If you're going through something, baby, I got a word for you. Not no tea. I ain't got no tea. I got that word for you. I got something that's going to inspire you to get right on up out of that negative state of mind. I got something over here for you that's going to encourage you to pick yourself, dust yourself off, and get right back into this game. I know who I am. And if you don't see that, then you don't deserve it. And you go on about your business. Thank you so much, the Queen. And you go right on about your business. Operating with Christ conscious. It's about operating in love. It's also about operating, respecting everybody's divine right of choice. It's also about knowing when it's time to leave. Christ conscious is about operating in love, but it's also about respecting people's choices, and it's also about knowing when to leave. Knowing when to leave. Christ conscious separates you from the fold. Make sure you write all three of them down. Write all three of them down. Get them wrote down. 3 things. Love, respecting the choices, and knowing when to leave. Knowing when to leave. Knowing when to leave. And I'm just going to insert this real quick. Stop waiting until you ain't got nothing else before you leave. Leave while you in good, while you in good health. Leave while you know what I'm saying, while you got something to go ahead out with. Why are you waiting till you hit rock bottom, until you have absolutely nothing, and then say, oh, I'm going to leave? No, leave while you got a little bit of stuff left, because you can multiply that little. Why you waiting till you have absolutely nothing, and then, you sit over there and give somebody your good years. Understand me, knowing that they don't even deserve it. Sitting over there giving folk your good years, all everything. No. Stop doing that. Get on up out of there. Get on up out of there and go live your very best life. Get on up out of there and go thrive instead of surviving in life. Get on up out of there. Understand me? Break up out of that cycle. Stop thinking that, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that. No, after you've tried it and you've exhausted of every possibility of making that relationship, that friendship, that job ship, that whatever ship that you own with whomever, after you've exhausted every possibility of trying to make it work and they don't get it, leave. That's it. That's all. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to leave it right there. Leave it and go on about your business. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. Folk heard you the very first time. Don't hear me when I say that they heard you the first time. People know when you are unhappy. People hear your conversation. People see your mannerisms. They know when they're not loving you the way that you want to be loved. They know when they're not respecting you the way that you want to be respected. They know when they're not acknowledging you the way that you want to be acknowledged. Folks are not as slow as they pretend to be. But if you let them play slow off in your life and you let them continue to give you the bare minimum, if you continue to accept, the bare minimum for them, that's exactly what they're going to continue to give you over and over and over. Whatever it is that you accept is what is going to happen. It's going to continue to take place in your life. You have to put your foot all the way down and twist it to the right just a little bit. Those that know, baby. You can't, when you putting that cigarette butt out, you have to stomp it. You have to put your foot and you have to twist it a little to the right. Sometimes, you're going to have to show up like that in your life. I don't care. That's how I be thinking about stuff. For real. I put my foot down and twist it to the right a little bit. Every single time. Put it down and twist it. Why? I got to make sure it's all the way out. That be what I be thinking. I think like this all the time too. I got to twist it to the right. The general, I got to twist it to the right a little bit. I got to spin it to the right a little bit. I need to make sure that it's all the way out. You know what I'm saying? So when I put it down there, I don't know, y'all ain't never threw nothing down. When you throw it down, you don't just throw it down. You throw it down and you put your foot on it. And when you put your foot on it, you spin it to the right a little bit. I'm one of those folks right there. When I put my foot down, I don't just put my foot down. I put my foot down and I turn it to the right just a little bit. And there's going to be some times in your life where you're going to have to put your foot down and you're going to have to spin it to the right a little bit so folk will know that I'm not to be played with. Understand me. This is not going to happen over here. I got boundaries and I enforce my boundaries. I respect my boundaries. I have non-negotiables. Understand me. Those things I'm not going to play with. I don't care what our relationship is, how long we done been friends, how long we done been cool, what we done went through together, and all of that. I'm not playing about my non-negotiables. These are things that keep me in alignment. These are things that keep me afloat. These are things that keep me right there where I need to be. I don't play about those things. Understand me. Foot down, twist to the right every single time. I'm not about to play with you. Hey, Lily, how you doing, sweetheart? And that's, twist it to the right a little bit. And that's okay. Operating with Christ conscious is operating with the spirit of love, respecting the spirit of choice, and knowing when to leave. Knowing when to exit. And walking away while your heart is still intact. That's important. Don't stay in any environment until you lose heart. Don't stay in any relationship, friendship, jobship, familyship, whatever, until you lose heart. Because the moment, understand me, that you lose heart, that means you lost your drive, you lost your will, you lost your passion to continue to pursue your purpose. Stop staying in there until you lose your heart, because that's exactly what the enemy wants you to do. That's what we talked about this morning in devotion, right? You have to understand that the enemy wants to rob you of your heart. And the reason why he wants to rob you of your heart is because everything that you do, it flows from it. This is why the Bible give us clear instructions to do what? To guard our heart. He says, guard your heart, because everything that you do, it flows from that. Everything that you do, it flows out of your heart. As long as your heart is in it, then you're going to get it over and over again. Even if you take a loss on Monday, you can get it back by Friday. As long as your heart is in the same place, you will keep going and keep getting up. But the moment that you lose your heart for that thing, that means you lose your drive, you lose your passion, you lose your hunger, you lose your thirst to go after that thing. This is why you have to guard your heart. This is why I say leave when you see that it's not being reciprocated. Leave when you see that it's not being respected. Leave when you see that it's intentional, that they're not showing up for you the way that you show up, and they're not honoring the person that you are. Simply leave. You will not destroy me on my watch. Come on. You won't. Oh, some of y'all getting destroyed on your own time. Some of y'all, hey, hold up. Some of you won't destroy me on my watch, baby. Understand me. Some of y'all are being destroyed on your own time. You're very much aware of what it is that you're dealing with. You're very much conscious. You're very much conscious of what it is that you're dealing with. You know already. Hear me when I say this. You already know that individual does not. They have no plan on loving you. They have no plan on respecting you. They have no plan on being in your life in that type of way. Understand me. You know this. You are full aware of it, but you thinking that your love is going to change them. You thinking that you staying with them is going to change them. You think that you continuously giving to them is going to change them. And I want you to understand you can give until you have absolutely nothing left. And the only thing that they're going to do is continue to take, because that's what takers do. They continue to take. But there's no guarantee that they're going to return anything that they took. Understand me. And that's not what they do. And you have some folks in your life. Thank you so much, Regina. Understand me. You got some folk in your life. You can talk to them until your tongue is sore and swollen from talking, from explaining, from breaking stuff down to them. And guess what? They'll sit right there in that moment and they will act as though they understand that they're processing and all of that. And it's nothing but manipulation. They understand it long enough to get you right back entangled inside of their web. Charlotte, get up out of the web. Charlotte, understand me. You already know what it is that you're dealing with. Why in the world, if a person have already exposed you to their truth, if a person have already exposed you to who they really and truly are, why in the world would you go back over there in that same environment that you had to pray yourself out of, fast yourself out of, worship yourself out of, cry out to God both day and night to get out of? Why would you go back? It's manipulation. They're going to say that they understand long enough to get you back into that web. to get you right back entangled into it. And once you back entangled into it, double tap on my screen. TikTok, can we get to 100K? Once you get entangled into that web, then what happened? They get you entangled into that web, and then what they do? They go right back to their old toxic, narcissistic, manipulative, gaslighting ways. They get right back over there to being their self all over again. And there you go. You stuck over there in that relationship. And I say stuck. See, the first time that they hit you, they knocked a lot of it up out of you. But when you went back, you thought you had high confidence. You had high hope in it. I know this going to be the right thing this time because they didn't learn their lesson. I done been mad at them. I done walked out on them. I done separated myself from them for a couple of days. And I know they had a hard time trying to live without me. Right? These are the lies that you tell yourself, right? These are the lies that you tell yourself. Oh yeah, they done changed now. They got it together now. And you go back over there and they're more abusive this time than they were before. Yeah. They more disrespectful this time than they was before. Yeah, they do way more this time than they did before. And now you're trying to figure out, well, why is that? Because the moment that you went back into that environment, understand me, that environment that you knew wasn't no good for you, the moment that you went back into that environment, you showed them my self-esteem is not where it's supposed to be. My confidence is not where it's supposed to be. If it comes down into picking, I'm going to pick you. Understand me? Now these people, they get that extra boost of self-esteem because they see you love them more than you love yourself. And you might be saying, Coach, wait a minute, flag on the play. Hold up. But hey, I see you virtually waving your hand like, hold up, wait a second. Yeah. Every single time that you do that, what you think they see, you think that they see, oh yeah, change and growth, and they see, oh yeah, you will leave, and you. That's not what they actually see. What they really do see is the fact that you love them more than you love yourself. When you go back into those environments that were abusive to you, that was demeaning to you, that was not good for who you are or who you're becoming, they see now that when it comes down to it, you will pick them over all of that. That's what they saw. Cat's out the bag. And that's why the second time they always do you twice as bad. Because they really feel like in that moment, oh yeah, I really got her like that. I really got him like that. He ain't gonna do this, he ain't gonna do that, he ain't got it in him to do it. Understand me, he ain't got it like that, she ain't got it like that, it ain't in him to do it. And I'm gonna tell you, sometimes you have to pop out and really show them. Sometimes you have to pop out and really show them. And when I say show them, I'm not really talking about them, I'm talking about you have to pop out and show you. Sometimes it's not about showing other people, it's about really showing you what you are really capable of. Sometimes it's about you really popping out and showing you that you are stronger than what you give yourself credit for. Sometimes you have to pop out and show yourself that I am really that girl. I really am that guy. Sometimes you have to pop out and you have to be that individual to yourself that you have been to everybody else. You're good at loving other people, and you have to learn how to love yourself with that same love. You're good at respecting other people. You have to show up and you have to have that same level of respect for yourself. You're good at popping out and being a person that is everybody's go-to person. Now you have to be a person that is a go-to person for yourself. I encourage anybody that's ever taken any advice from me, I always tell y'all what, sit with yourself. Always, I fast from people. Fast from people. Sitting with yourself is fasting from people. Give yourself time to really figure out who you are, what you are, and what it is that you want out of life. And you can't do that with all the outside, everybody else pulling you left and right, everybody else wanting something, needing something from you, and you're constantly running to their every beck and call, every need that they have, then you're running over there to fulfill it. Understand me, every time you do that, then you're being distracted. And whenever you're being distracted, then you're operating now with neglect. Every time that you're distracted, understand me, you're operating with that neglect. Every time you are distracted, you're now also neglecting. When you are distracted, you're over there doing something, right? And while you're doing what you're doing, you're self-neglecting. The work that you're supposed to be putting in to yourself is not being done because you are distracted with the work that you're putting into other people or other things or other projects. And this is the reason why the month of May 31 hard is so important, is because I want you guys to get back focused, right? I want you guys to get back focused because this is in fact our year of restoration, but we can't restore it if we still got old stuff in its place. Thank you, Tonya. I appreciate the badge, sweetheart. Good morning to you. Anne Marie, thank you so much for those flowers. Chevelle, thank you so much for the flowers. Yeah, come on. Talk to me nice. Talk to me nice. Talk to me real nice. Like some of y'all like, oh, let me roll my toes back. I definitely know it's time for me to be restoring some stuff, but yeah, I need to go in there and I need to clean some stuff out. I need to throw some stuff out. I got a couple of extra boxes, coach. I ain't gonna even sit up here and lie. I ain't gonna sit up here and play with you like you ain't in my house. I ain't gonna sit up here and act like you ain't peeping through my window. I ain't gonna sit up here and pretend all up in your comment section like you ain't, like you ain't running up and down my hallway, because that's me. It's some stuff that I still need to let go. It's some stuff that I need to remove. It's some places and some spaces in my life where I know for a fact that I could be doing a whole lot better in if I was just focused, that I could be growing and advancing a whole lot more in if I just get focused, that I can be accomplishing so much more if I really just get focused. If I get focused on that thing, then I know I can take that thing to the next level. And I say this all the time, even to my people. Thank you so much, Nicole, for the cash app. I say this to my people all the time. When you're running a business and you're running a brand, thank you, Cook by Nature. Good morning, sweetheart. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate you guys. When I tell this people all the time, when you got a business or a brand and that you have prayed and you've asked God for that business and a brand to put you in a place where you're able to live off of your gift, don't get that business, don't get that brand, and then get lazy. Come on. Yeah, I was going somewhere else, but we're here. Give me a second. No. Yeah, I was going somewhere else, but then I got here. Don't pray for it and then get lazy with it. Don't pray for it, then get lazy with it. Understand me. When you ask for something and God gives you that thing, you owe it to him in that moment. Now you have to know that the requirement on your head is between you and God. It's not even between you and man. It's between you and God. Because like, wait a minute, you asked me for that. I gave you what you asked me for, and now you sleeping on that thing. I gave you what you asked me for, and now you're putting what I gave you, your God-given talent, your gift, you're making that second place to all this other stuff. That's not how this thing is supposed to work. If you want your gift to grow, if you want it to expand, understand me, if you want it to make room for you, you have to work your gift. In my comment section, real quick, I just want you to put work your gift. Work your gift. When you have a gift and you have a talent, understand me, you have to work your gift and your talent, because that is God-given. Everybody don't have that ability. Everybody can't do what it is that you do. When God gives you a platform, when he builds a community right there with you, people ask me all the time, you get up and you do this 5 days a week, you utilize your platform to do this 5 days a week. This ain't mine. This is something that was given. This was a gift that was given to me, and all I do is utilize the gift that was given to me to give back to the Most High. This ain't about y'all. It's about him. Understand me. Y'all think I don't show up for y'all. I show up to teach y'all more about him and what he can do in your life, the transformation that he will be able to supply and provide in your life. That's what I show up to do. That's what I show up to do. This ain't even about me. When you're in alliance with Christ, you're not a seller, you're a server. You show up to serve. Everything about what you do is service. It's not about people. It's always about him. You know how fickle people are? Sometimes wish-washy, love you today, don't love you tomorrow, support you today, won't support you tomorrow. People, you know these folks will build you up, slap you up there on a pedestal. Understand me. Oh, you sow this and you sow that. And the moment that you don't say what they want you to say, the moment that you don't do what they want you to do, how they want you to do it, the moment that you don't show up how they want you to show up, thank you, Sharon G. Smith, appreciate the cash out, then all of a sudden they become an enemy of yours. They become the opposition transformation of yours automatically. Do you hear me? Thank you so much, Rhonda. I appreciate you. Appreciate you for the cash up. Yeah, that's how fickle people are. And this is the reason why I don't get caught up in folk. This is the reason why I make it my mission to be in alliance with the Most High. I make it my mission to get on here every day where I can be posting all kind of other stuff, doing all kind of other stuff. I wake up every single day and I utilize his platform for him. Understand me? I utilize his platform for him. Even if I post a picture of myself, my picture is just showing the transformation that he's bringing into my life. When I post my pictures, I be happy as all get out, smiling from ear to ear, baby. Don't let me be walking up to that mirror. Understand me? Why? Because it's a product. It's a product of the fast. It's a product of me training myself to eat the right things. It's a product of me getting into that word and developing a glow that is undeniable to every man and woman that's walking God's green earth. Understand me? There's not a devil in hell. And I understand when I say this because I mean this with my core. Understand me? There's not a devil in hell that I know don't tremble when I show up, because this level of transformation and change is undeniable. It's all God. It's all God. If you knew me before, then you know that it's all God. Only God can do stuff like that. Oh wow, yeah. Only God can do. That's different. That ain't. Whoa. I got folks right now that's strolling all the way back down to the bottom of my page trying to see if this the same person. Wait a minute. Let me see if this is the same person. Hold up. Hold on a minute. Wait a minute. Hold. Wait a minute. Stroll all the way down and stroll back up. Oh man, this is the same person. Wow. It's not about the looks, it's about the glow. That God glow hits different. The God glow hits different. And when you have a gift and you're working your gift, you glow different. You work different. You show up different. Everything about you is different. And that's what the enemy don't want you to do. He's going to attack you left and right to get you to the point where you're not working your gifts, to get you to that point where you're not operating in your greatness. The enemy, if he could, he want to keep you in survival mode. He want to keep you stuck. He want to keep you stagnant. He want to keep you right there. If the enemy could, understand me, if the enemy could, that's exactly where he will keep you at all the time. He will keep you right there. You have to be willing to get up and push through every obstacle, every trial, every tribulation, every dark hour. You have to be willing to get up every single day, right? And work towards the life that you want. Understand me, without becoming complacent, without getting to a place where you're comfortable in that state. No, anytime that you get comfortable, every time that you get comfortable and you get complacent in a place, baby, understand you're setting yourself up for failure. Every time you get to a place in your life and you like, oh, I'm just comfortable right here. Thank you, Regina Peer, for the cash app. Oh, I'm just comfortable right here. Baby, you are setting yourself up for failure. If God got you right there and you still got breath in your body, still got activities of your limbs, still are clothed in your right mind, then you still got some growing to do, some evolving to do. God still got some more stuff that's later led up for you. Your greater is later, baby. Every single day that you wake up and you push forward, you got something else that's happening. He's blowing your mind every single day. The only way that you get to that place and you plateau is if you get to that place and you get comfortable, you get complacent, and you say, well, I'm good right here where I'm at right now, this straight right here, baby. No. I want more. When you say that I'm of a royal priesthood, I want my whole entire life to reflect the fact that I am of a royal priesthood, and I don't care who get mad about it. I don't care how nobody feel about it. I ain't never seen a king's kid out here struggling in life. That ain't the way this go. Hello. No, come on, Cook. Crystal, I'm so for real. Y'all got to stop playing with me. I'm not about to do that right there. I want to be a reflection of being a king's kid, a chosen kid. Understand me? That's what I want you to see. When I pull up, I want to pull up like I am of a royal priesthood. Like, no, we ain't about to do all of that. You are to struggle in life. You are not here to have the bare minimum in life. These are things that you are settling for. And I'm telling you, operating with Christ conscious is removing the limitations off of your life and acknowledging the fact that every day you wake up to more. Understand me, operating with a Christ conscious is understanding that you have the power to remove those limitations off of your life and to wake up every day with the craving, the craving, right? The thirst and the hunger for more. Yes, this is good, but I know my daddy got more. Understand me? Yeah, I love where I'm at. I'm grateful for where I'm at. Heart overflowing with gratitude for where I'm at. But I know that my father got more. You ain't seen my best yet. And I know that you ain't seen my best yet because I still got breath in my body. I still have activities of my limbs. I'm still clothed in my right mind. I still have all of my abilities. So therefore, every day that I wake up without the limitations and I'm going for more. I'm going for more. I'm going for more. Every day that I wake up, I am going for more. Why? Because Christ conscious, which is the conscious of the most high God, right? God is love. Christ conscious is the consciousness of who? Of God. Understand, Jesus walked this earth and he walked this earth with the conscious of God. God the being, God the Father, God the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning and the end. This was the mindset of Jesus as he walked this earth. But we learned on Friday that Jesus was not the only one that operated with that Christ conscious. And I feel that the reason why they gave us these examples is because they wanted us to know that this was not strictly just for Jesus. Oh my, you're gonna teach. I'm gonna teach. Give me a second. Double. Oh, yeah. Stand to your feet, baby. Yeah. It's gonna get tight, but it's gonna be right. Go ahead and stand up, right? Go ahead, do what you need. I know y'all doing this right here, like, oh, yeah. This is not, you are not exempt from this consciousness. This right here didn't, this right here didn't just leave when Jesus ascended. Understand me. Christ conscious is the conscious of the Most High God. This Christ conscious is named after Jesus Christ, but it's actually the mindset of God, the Alpha, the Omega, the beginning, the end, the one that said it is good, so it was so. That's the mindset that it actually belonged to. Understand me, it's the mindset of God Almighty, and that did not leave when Jesus ascended. We know now, right? We talked about it Friday. Enoch, Enoch, also operated with the mindset of God. Enoch operated with Christ conscious on a level so much so that he never experienced him becoming unalive the traditional way, right? I'm going back. I'm redoing this real quick. He never experienced it like how everybody else experienced it. And when you go and you dissect Enoch, and just to get some points on Enoch, it says Enoch is a fascinating figure in the Bible. He is known for his intimate relationship with God. He's known for what? His intimate relationship with God, which meant he spent time with him. He studied him. He sat amongst him, right? This is what Enoch was doing. So again, I say to you, he's a fascinating figure in the Bible who is known for his intimate relationship with God. According to Genesis 5:24, Enoch walked faithfully with God. Then he was no more. He walked what? Faithfully with God. Then he was no more because God took him away. Enoch's faithfulness and closeness to God were so remarkable that he did not experience unalive, but instead was taken directly into heaven. This unique experience set Enoch apart as one of the few individuals in the Bible who never experienced being unalive. This Christ conscious did not end with Jesus. This did not end with Jesus. Stop thinking that just because, oh, I ain't Jesus, so I ain't gonna be able to do it. No, you're actually gonna be able to do it and do it more. Even Jesus himself said, I've done great works, but you're gonna do greater works. It's all about your level of intimacy, your level of faithfulness, your level of obedience and commitment. Understand me, as I just described to you who Enoch was. I said he had an intimate relationship with God, that he walked faithfully with him. Understand me, until he could walk no more. It says Enoch's faithfulness and closeness to God was so remarkable that he never experienced being unalive. His faithfulness, his closeness, this is what we have, and this is what we can have right now today if we operate with the right type of mindset. The problem come in is we want to have one foot in, one foot out. We want to be sometime with it. We want to do it when we're in the mood. We want to do it when we feel like it. We want to do it when it's convenient for us. And I need for you to understand that this is not something that you can pick up and put down, that you can put on and take off. This has got to be something that you are 100% fully committed to if you want to operate in the fullness of it. This is what, coach? This is something that you have to be fully committed to, obedient to, locked into if you want to operate in the fullness of it. That's worth note taking right there. That's worth the note right there. This has got to be something that you are fully committed to, locked into, if you want to what? Experience the fullness. If you want to get the best results out of anything, you have to work the process. When the pharmacy, when they give you your medication, they give you instructions on the back, right? Or they give you paperwork with the instructions and they say, take this fully, do this at this time, at that time, every 4 hours, every 3 hours. They tell you exactly how to take it so that you can do what? So that you can get better, so that you can heal and heal correctly without any mishaps. They have down on the bottom of that, it says what? Must complete. They want you to complete it because they acknowledge the fact that sometimes you can start to feel better, but just because you feel better does not mean that you are all the way better. They gave you just enough to wipe it all out. But if you only take half of it and stop taking it when you feel better, then you get sick all over again. And then worse that second go round. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We gotta, I want to go back over. I need y'all to lock in. I need y'all to lock into the information. We ain't gonna play with it this morning. This is why it's so important. You gotta lock in. You gotta pay attention. You gotta follow all the way through. You have to be obedient. Enoch was that individual. He was that guy. So again, I say to you, because I wanted to take root inside of your heart, Christ conscious did not leave us when Christ went to heaven. That's not how that happened. When he ascended, that did not go with him. We too have the ability to operate with Christ conscious. What is Christ conscious? It's the mindset of God. God is love, operating with that spirit of love that remained here on earth, and it dwells on the inside of each and every one of us. But we have to activate that consciousness. Understand, we have to feed that consciousness. We have to take heed to that consciousness if we want to live in the fullness thereof. It requires work on our behalf. Bingham, thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate y'all. Double tap on the screen. We go into the second one. The second one is who, coach? It's going to be Elisha. Elisha is another prominent figure in the Bible who did not experience a physical unaliving. In 2 Kings 2:11, 2 Kings 2:11, it is recorded that suddenly a chariot of fire and horses of fire appeared and separated the two of them, and Elisha went into heaven in a whirlwind, just like Enoch. Elisha was taken up into heaven without facing unaliving. Elisha power. Whoa, here we go. Come here. Don't walk away yet. Come here. Come here real quick. Put your ear over here. Double tap on the screen. Let me get 5 badges on IG. Double tap. Come on, Tifa. I got you. I'm going to take us out the door real quick. Pay attention. Elisha's powerful ministry, including his confrontation with Baal on Mount Carmel, showcase his unwavering faith and boldness in serving God. What? Elisha, unwavering faith and boldness in serving God. You have to, there you go, Christina. I like how you're taking them notes. Hear me. His boldness, his unwavering faith and serving God. So when Coach tell you, thank you, Purple Flowers. Thank you, Rashida. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much, Granny Tam, I appreciate you. So when I say head up, chest out, now you understand. When I say head up, chest out, now you see what I mean. You ain't to be walking around here timid. Oh yeah, well, I don't know, whispering to folk. No. When you know what you know and you know who you walk in like you know that, like you are fully aware of who your daddy is. Please don't make me close my eyes and go see my daddy on you real quick. Understand me, because he's my vindicator. I don't argue with folk. I don't tussle with folk. I don't go back and forth with folk. But baby, if I close these here eyes, trouble. You gonna fold up your piano. Understand me, you gonna fold up your piano with the same speed as that man on Color Purple when that lady had Hood Shug. Understand me, you gonna get to folding it up with the quickness. You gonna try to exit up out of there expeditiously. Don't make me call my daddy, because you don't make me call my daddy. Y'all don't understand what happened when my daddy, when my daddy come, it's up from there. Understand? Ain't that what the kids say? Oh baby, it's up and it's stuck, baby. When my daddy come, it's gonna be up and it's gonna be stuck. I don't waste time and energy when I know who's aware and also in control. I don't waste time and energy when I know who is aware and also who is in control. When I know that my God is with me, understand me, when I know that everything that I do, as long as I'm in alliance with him, I'm going to succeed at it. I don't compete. I don't compare. I don't try to be anything with that anybody else. No. I stand comfortably in my square because I know who I am. And I know whose I am. I know this about myself, right? This is the mindset that we have to have. They said Elisha was known for his unwavering faith. He never questioned who God was in his life. Understand me? His unwavering faith and his boldness in serving God. This is what he knew. And more so when Elisha stood out there when they're talking about with Baal, he called down. And when that fire hit, Elisha already knew how it was about to happen out there, right? Elisha already knew. Understand me, that fire rained down from the heavens and consumed the altar and then took out the false prophets that was out there as well. Understand me, Elisha already knew how it was going to happen. He had to go run and hide. Understand me, because just because he had his faith in God and he trusted God did not mean he wasn't going to have some human experiences, because he still had a human life experience. Why? Because this one woman was mad and she had to put a bounty out on his head and let him know, I'm going to get you. And if I don't get you, I'm going to get me. I need your head. Understand me. Here he go. He takes off running. It wasn't that he didn't believe in God. It wasn't that he didn't trust in God. It wasn't that he didn't think that God was going to do what God was going to do. He also was human. He was in the flesh. So the same way that Jesus cried out on the cross, this is the same experience that Elisha is also having right now. Like, whoa, I did my job. I need you to cover me, because Jezebel, she is on me right now. He out there ducking and hiding. And what God do? God said, come from behind them. You out here hiding from this woman, folk. Come from in there. You're going to have your emotional moments. You're going to have those times in your life where you feel like, man, I don't know what's going on. I'm trying to figure this out. I'll come from behind it. Come from behind that questioning. Come from behind that hurt. Come from behind that betrayal. Come from behind that disappointment. Come from behind those letdowns. Come from behind those abandonment issues. Come from behind that past trauma. Come from behind those generational curses, those generational things, those chains. Understand? Come from come behind it and be free in the Most High. Understand me, you can't go back and do nothing, undo nothing that's already done. You can't go back and change nothing that's already done. So we're not going to waste our time, our energy, our effort, and our mind space on that. The only thing that we can think about is this right here, baby. Been there, done that, experienced that already. What's next? Where you taking me to next? Because I understand that I didn't go through what I went through. I didn't go through that for nothing. I didn't suffer like that for nothing. I didn't cry like that for nothing. Understand me, they're going to have to pay me for that pain. I take every brick of hurt, every brick of betrayal, every brick of disappointment, every brick of being left out and abandoned in any kind of way, and you stand and you build on it. My walls are firmer. My foundations are stronger because of what I went through. It's how I see it. If I see myself as a victim of it, then I treat myself like a victim. But if I see myself as a person that is victorious of it, that I went through that and I beat that, I accomplished that, I survived that, then the way that I see it is different, which means if I see it different, I use it different. Hold up. Can I have some time? Can I have some? I see something in my spirit, and I need to draw it out. Can I have some time? If I can have some time, double tap on my screen. Can I have some time? Just let me know. Yes, I got some time. Tifa, like, yeah, you guys. I got some time. Okay, double tap on my screen. I need to erase this because I see something in my spirit, and this is what I was supposed to be teaching this right here, but we know how that go. We gonna let him do what he do, because y'all his people, not mine. Understand me. This is a person right here, and let's say that's the bag. These are the bricks inside of the bag. This is the bag, right? He got all these bricks inside this bag, and he's unhappy. He's unhappy with what it is that he's dealing with, because he have this sack over here that's weighing him down. This sack that he got right here is everything that he's gone through in his life, right? He's holding all the burden, all the weight of this world over here. So this right here, this is this guy right here. He down bad. He down bad. He down bad over here, right? He's down bad. But now let me go over on this side, and we're going to create this man. We're going to put this man right here, and we're going to put him right here, and we're going to put a square right here like this here, and we're going to divide that, and we're going to put this right here, and we're going to put that right there. We're going to bring his body on down some. All right, so this is him, and he is happy in life. Why? They got the same thing. He put his inside of a bag and created weight in his life. He put his inside of a bag and he created weight in his life. Weight, things that hold him down and things that hold him back, that prevents him from being able to live his best life. All of his hurt, all of his pain, all of his betrayal, all of his letdown, all of his disappointment, all of the nights that he cried. He is over here and he's hoarding these things, and that's what got him down bad. He's down bad because he's utilizing these things as a weight. This person over here is having the same type of experience. He had all the, so let's multiply it. Let's just, he has a lot going on. He's been going through things since things been going through. Understand that he been down bad just like this man been down bad, but because of how he utilized the hurt and the pain, how he utilized what was coming to him, right? Instead of him throwing them into a bag, he took them and he placed them strategically. He placed them where they needed to go to build a solid foundation for his life. So he utilized his pain for his purpose. He utilized his pain and his betrayal and everything as stepping stones to be able to build a foundation to create the life that is happy. Well, coach, how if he's standing on all of this hurt and all of this pain, how can he be happy? Because he's standing on it instead of him utilizing that hurt and that pain and becoming a victim of that hurt and that pain. These things here, it just taught him of what he did not want to be. His lesson from this is, I don't want to be any of these things that I had to go through, things that I had to deal with, things that I had to experience. So he took those things and built on that new knowledge and created the life that he genuinely wanted for himself. Yeah. I had to show it to you. I saw it and I needed to be able to show you so you could see it for my visual learners. I need you to, you're going to either make it a weight or you're going to make it a foundation. You're going to make it a weight or you're going to make it a foundation. You're going to make it a weight or you're going to make it a foundation. But one thing that I need you to hear, and that is, you're going to, which means your divine right of choice. You get to decide how you're going to utilize your pain. I like that, my God, thank you. You get to decide how you're going to utilize your pain. You get to decide it. Ain't that something? I got one more. I got another person. My next one was Melchizedek. Melchizedek. Again, Christ conscious did not leave us when Jesus ascended. We too have the ability to operate with the conscious of the Most High, but we have to be willing to tap into it. And it requires faithfulness, obedience, having that close, intimate relationship with the Most High. These are things that we have to have in order to operate in that consciousness. Melchizedek, right, is a mysterious figure mentioned in the Old Testament, specifically in Genesis 14 and Psalms 110. Genesis 14 and Psalms 110. He is described as a priest of Salem. Salem, which became later Jerusalem, who blessed Abraham. Melchizedek is the one who blessed Abraham. Hebrews 7 and 3 further elaborates on Melchizedek, stating that he was without mother or father. Melchizedek was without mother and father. Thank you so much, Regina. He was without mother and father, without genealogy. Genealogy. This man did not have a mother or father. Without beginning or end of life. Not only did he not have a mother or a father, there was no beginning of his life and no end of his life, resembling the Son of Man. He remains a priest forever. This angelic description has led some scholars to review Melchizedek as a prefiguration of Christ as a figure who did not experience death in the traditional sense. Melchizedek was different because Melchizedek, unlike Jesus who had Mary and Joseph, Melchizedek had no mother or father at all. Melchizedek was like a being. He just was. He just was. There was no beginning and there was no end. No mother, no father. He just was. So I say that to say to you, hear me? Because I know some of y'all over there like, well, wait a minute, hold on now. They didn't tell us that at church. We didn't know. Whoa, hold up. We didn't discuss that in children's church. That was not a part of children's church teaching. What you were taught in children's church was to be careful of the folks that you entertain, because you may be entertaining an angel unaware. This is why it is so important for you to treat people with the utmost respect, even if you don't know them. This is why you should always operate with Christ's love on a regular basis, because you don't know who you are sitting next to. You don't know who you're standing in the front line of in Walmart, in Basket Robbins, or any of these places. You don't know the story of the people that you're encountering on a regular basis. So when the older folk would teach us to be careful of how you treat people, because you may be entertaining an angel unaware, first thing that popped into my mind was Melchizedek. I stepped back and I said, whoa, wait. And I said, I asked them yesterday inside of my Patreon if they remember these three people, because I knew I was going to go back over it today, because I gave you guys this information on Friday. And I feel like the more that we deep dive into these things and we see that we too have these same things that's dwelling in the inside of us, the more that it's going to open up our awareness and also push us to dig deeper into these things, so that we can activate the spiritual powers that we don't even know that we possess. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. I knew about Elijah, but Enoch and Melchizedek, I had no clue. I had to go dig. I was inquisitive. I was hungry to know. How can I teach Christ conscious if I'm not going to study Christ conscious? When y'all show up here, y'all ain't showing up over here just to hear me ramble. No, y'all showing up over here because tell me something that I don't know already. Remind me of some stuff that I forgot. Inspire me, encourage me, teach me, right? And in order for me to do this, come on, I had to get over here. I read some of Enoch, but I didn't know it to what I just told. I didn't know that. I ain't know that. I ain't know that. I thought he had done died like everybody else. Hey, I don't know it all. I'm just telling you, I don't. I have to study to give you the information that I get. Right? I got to study. I got to sit down there and I got to do what I tell you to do. You got to open up that book. You got to get in there. I knew some stuff about Enoch and all of that and whoop de whoop, wham de wham. But yeah, I didn't know nothing about that right there, baby. Yeah, that right there, that took your girl down that rabbit hole, baby. I was in that hole for hours. I was in it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm the worst type of person to study with, y'all. I really am, because I have to go all the way. I got to go all the way back to the 1910s. Okay, I got to go deep. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's enough. That ain't enough for me. I need to know all the way back. I don't know why. I do, Doris. I'm telling you, I have to go all the way back. Everybody else in the group be ready to move forward. You know what I'm saying? You can be ready to go to the next chapter and all of that. I'm that person that you don't want in the classroom with, right? Because I got a question. Hey, anybody got a question? Yeah. Why are you still raising your hand and we ready to go? I ain't ready to go yet, girl. I need to know this right here. Hold on. I'm going to raise my hand every time. Y'all, I'm going to raise my hand. Going to be sick of me. And because I needs to know. Don't halfway teach me. Don't halfway teach me. Don't give me everything, so that when I make a decision, I'm able to make my best decision, because you gave me all of the information. If you don't give me all of the information, then I'm only making my decision based on the little information that I got. And then then sometimes that can be a hindrance to a person. That can be a stumbling block for a person. You know what I mean? Like if I knew all of that, then I would have did this, and this. I don't want people to feel like that. Had I known that, then I would have did this. And had I known that, no, I want you to have all of the information so that you can make the best decision, you know what I'm saying, for your life. That's how it works, man. But I love you guys. I'm gonna get out of here because I'm gonna run to the gym to get my workout on. But yeah, we got some more, man, we're gonna be talking about on tomorrow. I've thoroughly loved this right here, this studying this, being able to teach this, and everything that is just wrapped up in this. It's been just a blessing. So I thought we were gonna wrap it up last week, and then God was like, nah, we gonna give it another week. I got some more stuff that I want you to put out there. So here we are, another week, and I just thank God for just being able to hear his voice and being able to follow his direction, and being able to, honestly say, having that close-knit, that intimate relationship with him is definitely, it's changing the way that I teach. It's changing the information that I give to you guys. And like I'm experiencing, it's really different, sis. It's like I'm experiencing this out of body type of experience that of knowledge and understanding and even revelation that I didn't have before. It's like, it's something different for me, but I'm loving this journey that he actually have me on right now. I'm loving this journey. Like I am just eating it all up. I'm eating it all up. I'm loving this journey. Guys, keep in mind, May the 17th, I will be in the brunch. May 17th, I will be in Jacksonville, Florida. If you guys are coming to Jacksonville, Florida, brunch is going to be May the 17th. I will be at that brunch on May the 17th. I also see on there that I'm going to be doing something on the 18th as well. So I will see you guys when I get down to Jacksonville, Florida. Make sure you guys are at the brunch, at the banquet, whatever it is that they got. I'm out there for 2 days, right? I'm doing whatever I'm booked to do. So y'all come out there and see me, come spend time with me, come eat with me, come chill with me, come kick it with me. We also going to be celebrating my girl Lynn. We're going to be celebrating her birthday as well. She's a part of the Chosen family, a big part of the Chosen family, have been here for a while. Lynn is one of those people who is eager to serve, loving, kind. To know her is to love her. So it's definitely going to be a pleasure for all of us to be able to share space with her and celebrate her birthday out there in Jacksonville. So for all the Chosen family members, if you guys are coming out to Jacksonville, please make sure you get in touch with Neek, because Neek and Rashida, both of them have the information as to the Airbnb and where we're going to be eating at and all of that stuff. Get in touch with them so that we can all make sure that we're moving on one accord. Definitely want to make sure that we're there to show up for Lynn, because Lynn does not hesitate when it comes down for her showing up for people, especially me. That girl love herself some coach, and I love her too. So I'm definitely going to make sure that I'm in that number. I got to see her and spend time with her for her birthday. Also, we got in June, y'all know I'm going to St. Lucia. So for any of you guys who have y'all passport, make sure you don't have your passport and just taking pictures with it, like, how y'all be doing the picture. Listen, nobody care about the fact that you got it. Are you using it, right? We want to put some stamps inside that passport. June the 27th through July 1st, I will be speaking at the Women Empowerment Retreat in St. Lucia. That's right, your girl is international. So I'm going out to St. Lucia to speak at the Women Empowering event. I would love for you guys to utilize those passports and come meet me out there. Let's go put our feet in some of the blue water together, okay? Let's go put our feet in some of the blue water together. Let's go experience some different cultures, some different food together. Let's get out there and do our devotion right there together. Let's get out there and meditate right there together. You know what I'm saying? Let's go get to it. So I will be in St. Lucia. That's going to be June. That is June the 27th through July 1st. Coming back July 19th, I will be in Atlanta, Georgia. All of my ATL family, man, listen, y'all get ready. I got the flyer up on my Facebook page already. It's in my story on my TikTok and my Instagram. It's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. She got the barcode on there already. Go on there, get y'all tickets. Atlanta, Georgia, July the 19th. I am coming out there to celebrate July the 19th. That's going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. And then you guys get ready, because August the 23rd, Brooklyn, New York. We got everything locked in. Deposit is paid. Contract is signed. I'm coming to Brooklyn, New York. And that's going to be August the 23rd. You guys be looking for that flyer to drop here soon. We're going to have everything in there from we doing everything from feeding. We need vendors, all my New York vendors. If you guys want to get a vendor table, you need to tap in as well. We're going to have the sound bath going to be happening before the event. Brooklyn going to be an experience. Brooklyn gonna be an experience. If you in, yeah, it's gonna be an experience. We got 6 hours. We doing the sound bath. We doing the sound bath at the start of the event. We gonna get everybody in there. Everybody, you know what I'm saying, grab your space. We gonna get our hearts and our minds aligned and ready for that word to go forth. And then after we do that, we're jumping right into that word. And after we get that word, we're gonna, turn up the music and everything. Allow everybody to go shop with the vendors. This space is bigger, so I can have space for all my vendors. So that's right, man. This space is huge. It is nice. It's all get out. Yes, ma'am. Your girl that grew up in New York now. Got me a nice little spot out there thanks to Kira. So now we're going to have a place for the vendors to set up. We're going to have some good food. I got to get it. I don't know, y'all. I'm going to try to talk to Cook. I don't know. We're trying to get her to fix us some food. We got to see how this going to go. Y'all know Cook be working. So we trying to figure out how we going to do the food in New York, what we going to have to eat. But just know we going to have us some good old food out there in New York, preferably, you know what I'm saying, preferably nothing with a whole lot of meat in it, but we're gonna have us some good food. Y'all know I don't eat meat, so yes, all my vegetables and stuff like that, I'm good with the vegetables. I just don't eat a lot of meat. I need some vegetarian trays coming up, right? So I love you guys so much, man. So yes, we're in Brooklyn, August the 23rd, and you guys already know my big news. August the 30th, I will be being installed as an evangelist, officially on paper. Right, spiritually, we already know that I've been doing the job and been doing the job for a very long time, for over a year now. This is what I've been doing, and I'm finally going to lock it all the way into place. August the 30th, right here in Columbia, South Carolina, and all of you guys are invited. And the reason why I'm promoting it and putting it out there is because you guys have been here with me on this journey. You guys have been with me since 2017 when I first started over on Facebook, posting these videos every single day. You guys encourage me to continue to post these videos, to continue to do what it is that I do. You guys have been on me the whole entire time and been right here growing and evolving with me. And it would be so unfair for me to have something like this happen and not include you guys in that moment. So yes, I definitely want everybody. I know I got my New York people that's driving in, my Atlanta people driving in. I got people coming and flying and everywhere. I want you guys here in the building. Yes, we are going to be doing it August the 30th. I'm super excited about it, and yeah, man, I can't wait to share space with you guys. And I've already told y'all when we get here, of course, I was told that the service is going to be about an hour long. After that, listen, please don't judge me. I'm old school celebration. We could go out to eat. We could go to a nice spot, but I want to cook out. I want a fellowship. It is going to be in November, but November in the South is not cold like that. And even if it is cold, we put a wash pot outside and we fry fish in a wash pot or a deep fryer. Oh, I'm sorry. It's in August, so it ain't even going to be cold. I don't know what I'm thinking about the retreat. It's going to be in August, so it's going to be hot outside, right? It's going to be real hot. This is our hottest month. And I know that we could do this big thing and go to a restaurant, but I want to be outside. I want to be outside. I want us to be able to have the sun on us. I want to be able to cook outside. I want to be able to sit around picnic tables or even blankets in the grass. And I want to interact with you guys. I want to love on you guys. And I want you guys to have that same, that same ability to be able. I know everybody's looking at me crazy. Everybody was like, are you serious? This big old moment and you want to cook out? I want to cook out. I want to cook out. You know what I'm saying? And not just a regular cookout. I'm talking about an old school fish fry. That's right, Purple Flowers. I want an old school fish fry. I don't care. I want an old school fish fry. That's what I want. I don't need nothing else. I don't need all the glitz and the glam and all that. I want an old school fish fry. That's all I want. Right, so that's what and that's what, look, and y'all see what I say we're talking about, and it's your day, have it your way. And fish frying it up. We gonna be out there frying fish. I love you guys so much, man, and like I said, I'm super excited about everything that is happening. I will keep you guys posted. I will have a flyer that's coming up for that. That's gonna be it's gonna be August the 30th here in Columbia, South Carolina. August the 30th is my installment. August the 23rd, I'm gonna be in Brooklyn, New York, right, and then And July the 19th, I'm going to be in Atlanta, Georgia. June the 27th through June the 1st, I will be in St. Lucia. May the 17th and 18th, I will be in Jacksonville, Florida. That's the list of events for the next 3 months. I love you guys so much, man, and I want you guys to have an amazing, amazing day today. I hope this word was just what you needed to change the way that you were thinking and feeling. I hope I inspired you. I hope I motivated you guys and encouraged you in the right way, right? I love you guys so much, and thank you to each and every one of you guys who sent me a badge, who sent stars, who sent gifts, and anybody who sent the cash out just to say thank you for the word that you gave this morning. I genuinely appreciate all the love. I really and truly do. I really do. Thank y'all so much, and I will see you guys soon.